Most of us work hard for our money, right? But have you ever stopped to wonder why it just never feels like enough? No matter how much you earn, there's this nagging feeling that you're just treading water. Well, today, we are going to dive deep and break down the real reason most people struggle with money. And here's a spoiler. It has absolutely nothing to do with you being lazy, unlucky, or not smart enough. It's because of something much deeper, something that's been running your financial life on autopilot without you even realizing it. We're talking about your money mindset. So I need you to stay with me for the next few minutes, because I promise you, this might just be the most important conversation you have about money this year. This could be the conversation that changes your entire financial future. Think about it. From the moment we're old enough to understand, what are we told about money? The script is almost always the same. Go to school, get good grades, find a secure job, work hard, and maybe, just maybe, save a little bit of what's left at the end of the month. Sound familiar? But here's the crucial part that is missing. No one ever sits us down and teaches us how money actually works. We aren't taught about investing, about leverage, about creating assets. So what happens? We end up trapped in a cycle that feels impossible to escape. We earn money, we spend it on bills and necessities, we feel the stress of it all, and then we just repeat the whole process next month. Earn, spend, stress, repeat. It's exhausting. And I want to be really clear about this. That's not your fault. It's a form of programming. We've been conditioned to see money this way by society, by our upbringing, and by an education system that prepares us to be employees, not owners. And here's the hard truth. If you don't consciously work to reset that default mindset, no pay raise, no new job, no fancy side hustle will ever make you feel financially secure. You could double your income tomorrow, and within a year, you'd likely find yourself feeling just as stressed, just with more expensive problems. The underlying programming hasn't changed. So, what's the secret? What do financially successful people do differently? Here's the fundamental shift. Wealthy people don't just focus on income. They obsess over money behavior and money systems. They aren't just thinking about their next paycheck. They're constantly asking a different set of questions. Instead of saying, "How much can I earn?" they ask, "How can my money work for me? How can I make my money grow even when I'm sleeping?" This is a game changer. Listen to the language. When faced with something they want but can't immediately buy, most people say, "I can't afford it." And that's it. End of story. It's a statement that closes the door on all possibilities. But someone with a growth mindset asks, "How can I afford it?" See the difference? That one simple question opens up your mind to finding solutions. It moves you from a passive, survival mindset to an active growth mindset. It asks the difference between being a victim of your financial circumstances and being the architect of your financial future. So, how do we start making this shift in our own lives? It begins with small, intentional actions. Instead of just focusing on budgeting, which is often about restriction and telling yourself, "No," start focusing on building habits that make your money multiply. Budgeting is defense. We need to start playing offense. Start by setting up an automatic investment, even if it's just $10 a month. The amount doesn't matter at first. The habit is what's priceless. Automating it takes the emotion and guesswork out of it. You're building a wealth creation machine one small piece at a time. Next, commit to learning one new money skill each week. Maybe one week you learn what an index fund is. The next, you read a chapter of a book on real estate. The week after, you watch a video about creating a digital product. You don't need to become an expert overnight. The goal is continuous improvement. Treat your financial education like you would treat learning a new language or a musical instrument. And finally, change your relationship with money itself. Start seeing it for what it is, a tool. It's not a trophy to show off, it's not the ultimate measure of your self-worth, and it's certainly not the root of all evil. It is a tool that can be used to build a life of freedom, impact, and security for you and your family. When you see it as a tool, you become more strategic and less emotional about it. So if you're tired of the old cycle, if you're ready to stop just surviving, and finally start thriving, then make sure you subscribe to the channel right now. Because every single week here on Cashversations, we unpack the truth about money, business, and investing to give you the clarity you need. If you're ready to start your financial glow up this year, drop a "Let's Grow" in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like button. Thanks for watching, and let's build a better financial future together.